So here we have two great options to help to address, lighten and brighten hyperpigmentation. So hyperpigmentation can be quite difficult to treat. So you need something like these two serums that have medical grade, clinically proven ingredients to help suppress the cells which cause pigment and also to lighten and brighten that pigmented skin. So pigmentation can be triggered from various different starting points. We have hormones, medication, trauma and UV damage or exposure. So once either of these trigger the cells in the skin, the cells will produce too much pigment in the skin. And then you will start to see that darkening, that brown areas on somebody's skin. What's interesting about pigmentation is studies have shown that if somebody has pigmentation, their perceived age is 10 years older than their natural age. So hyperpigmentation on somebody's skin can be very aging. So to target that, we have two active serums. So the first serum we have is Eventone Brightening Serum. So this is a serum that you would apply once or twice a day. We have a peptide in here which will suppress the cells which produce pigment. So the cells either look like a hand, or sometimes I talk about an octopus. So those fingers or those tentacles will pump out excess dark pigment like an octopus would squirt ink. Now your Eventone will get to the brain of your melanocyte or your octopus and it will tell it to slow down producing that pigment, or it will tell that octopus to stop squirting the ink. We also have peptides in here which will stimulate collagen in the skin and reduce redness and inflammation. So by reducing inflammation, we can suppress that melanocyte and suppress pigment being produced. And we also have ingredients in here which will prevent the pigment from coming out of the fingers, or in the octopus scenario, it will prevent the octopus being able to squirt ink out of the tentacles. So it works in two key ways. Then we have our Intelbright complex. This will also suppress the melanocyte, so suppress the cells which produce the pigment, and it will have a beautiful action of reducing lots of pigmented cells in the skin. So it will stop that octopus from producing ink, and it will also clear that dark pigment within the skin. These two options work really well together because hyperpigmentation is a very stubborn, very problematic skin condition. So having two very different serums targeting the pigment in two very different ways, you will get dramatic results on lightening and brightening and suppressing that pigment in your skin.